Our next speaker is Elfi Ivad. I hope I pronounced it correctly. She's the head of submission at Eurofin Expert Chem Laboratory, Inc. A little bit about Elfi. Elfi's career spans over a number of very wide area, development and proven style of dealing with Health Canada authorities, resulting in an excellent track record of getting regulatory submission and application approved. In her current role, she leads the team of regulatory professionals in the development of regulatory licensing strategies for cannabis, natural health products, OTC drugs, and medical devices. In addition, she manages post-approval changes to ensure regulatory compliance and spearhead pharmacovigilance activities in close collaboration with clients and medical professionals. Please welcome Elfi to the podium. You can see your presentation there as well.
Yeah, thank you. So, good afternoon, and thank you for the kind introduction and the opportunity to speak today about cannabis testing. So I hope everybody enjoyed their lunch and has new energy to listen to a more technical presentation about GPP testing requirements for cannabis in its different dosage forms. So I'll start right away. What is required? What are the requirements? Here, testing must be done on every batch or lot. It has to be done on a representative sample. What's a representative sample, you may ask? Guidelines can be found in pharmacopoeias or also by the WHO. Then you have to use validated methods. Testing must follow SOPs. And you also have to keep a portion of the sample which must be retained for at least 1 year after the date of the last sale in sufficient quantity to allow complete retesting. And the retesting that might be for your own investigation or also for sampling by Health Canada. So what are the required tests? So first and foremost, you want to do potency testing of the phytocannabinoids. By regulation, you have to test for total THC and total CBD. That's THC plus THCA. That's the acid form. CBD and CBDA. And these tests have to be done on the finished product. Then you have to test for impurities. There are chemical impurities, and then, of course, also microbial contaminants. There we go. So under chemical impurities, you would have heavy metal impurities, elemental impurities, but you also have to test for pesticide contamination, for solvent residues, if that's an oil, and aflatoxin. And microbial contaminants, we talk about microbes here. So the microbial and chemical contaminant testing has to be done on the final form as per regulation or on the final step where contaminants can be introduced or concentrated. So this means if you have a cannabis topical, you can conduct the testing on the extract, on the cannabis extract, or on the final form, which could be your cream, your lotion. So that's up to you to decide. For edibles, you always have to do the testing on the input cannabis. And what is important to note here, the levels of microbial and chemical contaminants must be within the limits appropriate for the intended use of the product, which could be, for instance, oral use, ingestion, or also inhalation. And it has to follow pharmacopoeial specifications. When it comes to pesticides, the products must be free of non-approved pesticides.